Hello, listeners, and welcome to your Wiki Pod with your Wiki Pod host, PJ. And Guy. And you're the listener, and you're listening to the Wiki Pod, the Wikipedia podcast, where me and Guy are going to attempt to go through the entirety of the wikipedia.org web space. And we are going to read one article per episode. Do we plan it out, Guy?
No, it's all random bullshit.
We click random on the homepage of the Wikipedia web zone. English only, though, because we're both barely literate.
Yeah, I love when we get the ones that are clearly translated from a different language that we can't figure out.
That's only happened like once.
Yeah, it was the Iranian one. I'm sorry, my whole setup.
Well, you didn't set anything up. You knew I was coming over.
Yeah, I had it set up.
Are you recording it all? Because I'm looking at your channel, brother, and it's looking like a flat line.
Yeah, it looks. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, this is why. You're not even plugged in.
No.
This is a professional. I don't know. We don't. You for some reason you don't. You don't want to use headphones, so this happens often.
Yeah, I don't want to use headphones, but what's it called?
I mean, I guess I'll just fill the dead air until you figure out what's going on. Listener, how are you? What's going on? Any new listeners, welcome. Thank you. Any old listeners who've been listening for a long time, fuck you. You know the drill. We hate your guts. We don't appreciate you. Don't appreciate your listenership. We don't like you. We don't like your face. We don't like the way your breath smells. It's not necessarily that you have bad breath. It's like just your general odor is hideous to us because it. I think the term.
Check.
I think the term is familiarity breeds contempt. You're not doing anything.
Yep,
I'm watching you like try to do this.
I got it. So.
Oh, you are in.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
yeah.
Never mind. You were doing something.
So.
I just saw you like flipping knobs and
like everything is just like out of sorts.
Yeah, because you didn't set anything up. You hit record. You're acting like somebody did this to you.
Somebody did.
No one did this to you. Yeah, the person is you. You did this.
No, Pat was recording down here.
No, but you clicked record and you weren't ready.
I know,
at
but
all.
when nobody uses these microphones but me. Until this other day.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. Things get shifted around. That's perfectly fine.
No,
we're not the only ones that use this setup.
No, I don't want them shifted around. These are the things I set up.
Yeah, but you didn't set it up. You clicked record. The thing wasn't plugged into the thing.
I know, but I bought all these stupid arms.
These arms are fantastic,
yes,
but the arm was literally facing away from both of us.
I bought all of these things so I wouldn't have to set it up, because I'm lazy.
Yeah, but it still managed to not be ready. Like the channel wasn't turned on.
Yeah, I know everything was unplugged when I got here.
Yeah, nothing was plugged in.
But I plugged
You didn't plug it in. You didn't check to see if it was plugged in.
I did. I just plugged the wrong thing in.
No, you didn't. You clearly didn't.
No, it was they both were, and then I plugged this one in here. Like, look, there was
it
all
wasn't
this stuff
plugged
here.
in when you hit record.
I know. I don't know what the heck happened.
You didn't check. That's what happened. It's not complicated. I don't know why you're arguing with me on this, guy.
Here we go. I did check.
No, you. Oh my God, you didn't. Stop saying you checked.
There we go.
You just said 2 seconds ago you didn't check, and now you're back on. I did check. You're driving me insane.
I literally checked.
God drives me crazy.
That's a good song. That is an actual good song.
Like no one else.
Thank God. Oh no! Now the arm is. There we go. All right.
Listener, the arm is sinking on, Guy.
Yeah,
we're falling apart at the seams
I'm
over
falling
here.
asleep. That's the thing.
Wow. Yeah. Speaking of falling apart at the seams, the life of Sean Puff Daddy P Diddy Combs, Sean John P Diddy. Life's in shambles right now. He's currently in where is it? Which jail is he in?
Diddy Watch. He's in jail with Luigi Mangione.
And Sam Bankrun Fraud. That was that was a joke I heard on Trapo Trap House.
Oh, cool. I've never heard of that before.
It's a good podcast for smarmy, smartass piece of shit leftists like me.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding, folks. This is an apolitical podcast.
Yeah, we're
Forget you heard that.
literally dead center.
We're centrist. We check our own personal biases at the door when we are presenting you with cold, hard facts, such as Diddy Watch. What's
Diddy
going on
Watch.
with Diddy right now?
He's not dead. I think he's going to win his trial.
Really? What are you basing that off of? Just vibes or
Vibes.
nice?
It is a vibes trial. It's 100% a vibes trial.
We are definitely living in a vibes-based economy right now.
It's an attention economy, and vibes are the currency.
Everything. I can't afford anything, but I couldn't afford anything before tariffs. Have tariffs happened?
Yes. No, tariffs have not happened,
What?
but tariffs are affecting us. It's so
What?
yeah, it's really crazy. Basically,
Please keep this apolitical, by the way.
it is apolitical.
Thank you.
Basically, countries don't have any idea what's going to happen, so they are being ultra conservative with their planning and their resources.
Oh,
So-
I saw the Netherlands government collapse today.
Really?
You didn't see that?
No.
I didn't read the article. I just read the headline. Apparently, they got some far right dickhead in, and he collapsed the government.
Good for him. Congratulations, Netherlands.
Yeah,
You're on your way to anarchy again.
Absolutely, anarcho-capitalism.
Yeah,
Which
no,
is the
that is the worst type of capitalism.
We're keeping it apolitical. That's
Yeah.
as centrist as you get, straight down
Really?
the middle. Yep. No
Oof.
government, but bosses run the show.
Oh my God, that sounds horrible.
If you're not, it sounds like something a poor would say, as our fellow Manosphere podcast would call.
Oh, okay. So people like anarcho-capitalism?
Oh, people love it. They're gaga over it.
That sounds so fucking stupid.
People also love Coldplay and voted for the Nazis. People aren't to be trusted. Shout out Super Hands from the show Peep Show. Hero of the pod?
I thought that guy was transphobe.
No, Jeremy is the guy who plays Jeremy is a transphobe.
Oh.
Yes. Mark, not sure about. Super Hands, not sure about. Pretty sure Super Hands lives in Australia now.
We'll just keep
We'll
them
hold
off.
it-
The
we'll- you know what?
reserve judgment.
No, the
Reserve
fictional character Super Hands, not the man.
Oh, okay, yes, absolutely. Then
All right, I'm gonna
fictional
add him to-
characters need to be
yeah. We had the Joker on. We have the Joker on our list.
Yeah, I didn't want the Joker, but I mean, I accepted it. This is it's very much like a family. The heroes of the pod, we don't always get to choose who our family are,
It's true.
and we don't always get to choose who our heroes are of this podcast.
But you always can pick your nose.
yeah, that goes without saying, unless you don't have a nose.
You probably
Then
still
you
have
can
a
pick
hole.
your gaping hole in
Absolutely.
your face.
You can shove your finger up there.
Yeah.
All right. He's going in right next to Ted Lasso. Super
Oh,
Hands.
you know what? Ted Lasso, definitely. That one is one we picked.
Yes.
Toxic positivity, yes.
Absolutely.
But
centrist politics.
centrist politics, also
Certainly.
an authority on soccer.
Yes.
Yeah.
The authority.
The
on
authority.
soccer.
The only reason I like soccer is because of Ted Lasso.
Nice. And it's soccer, not football.
Yeah, no. We don't call it any of that British bullshit here.
No, fuck you, England.
Exactly. God damn it.
England eternally lays directly in our crosshairs. We're coming for you. We're gunning for
It's
you.
not that we're not coming. We just want you out of our lives already.
We're coming for you, and we'll we'll see to it that you're out of our lives.
Oh God.
Another thing we do every episode is
God.
it's like a little game that we play. We pick a category, and this is the segment. It's called Category.
Bummer.
Categories.
You probably heard a drop.
You definitely heard a drop. That was a perfect place to put it in. And anyway, the point is, I have a feeling we're going to have a couple new listeners on this episode.
I hope.
I went on a following spree.
Oh, yeah,
on
that
the,
was great.
On the Instagram account, and it actually worked. We actually got a decent chunk of followers who probably weren't aware of it. I've talked to friends in person who are like, I'm like, have you listened to my podcast? And they're like, you do a podcast? I'm like,
oh my
all I
God.
fucking do is post about it, and I see you
know.
in my story views, and they're just like, oh, I figured that was just like a podcast that you like. I'm like, no, bitch, that's my podcast.
That's PJ's podcast.
And that's Guy. That's me and Guy. I literally said this to hopefully soon to be listener Brian. He's
Brian
probably,
who?
Gorsegner.
He's running for government, though.
Yeah, he is. Shout down.
Shout
This
down.
is an apolitical podcast.
Yeah.
We don't discuss that. But he's gonna be doing cool things for the borough of Atlantic Highlands, Allegedly, that's if he gets the votes.
I don't know. The only reason to get into government is to corrupt it. Like,
or as a way to divest from Israel. That would be
okay,
good.
that's good. That excellent idea.
And I'm not saying that he's got that stance, and also I'm not even saying that that's my stance. I'm just getting free Palestine, fuck Israel.
Yeah,
That's an apolitical stance.
I am
Go fuck yourself.
of that same exact like stance of. You see, like, I get like.
I hope this tanks him. Actually, this is a paid endorsement by the. No, he's gonna be so mad. He's gonna be listening to this, and be like, "No, stop!"
Just don't say his last name. We're good.
I already said his last name like three times.
No, you did. You just said
yeah,
Brian.
I did. No,
you
I
did.
Said, yeah, I said his
I'll-
last name.
I'll bleep it
You
out.
asked me which Brian I was talking about.
I will bleep
and
it
I
out.
said the town that he's running for.
I will bleep that out too.
Are you?
Probably not. I'm too lazy to do that shit.
That'd be so funny if this is the first. Anyway, point was I was talking to him. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, you should listen to the podcast that me and Guy do." He's like, "You do a podcast with Guy?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, now I have to listen to that because you're two of the craziest people I know."
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
Weird.
All
right, so like,
okay, category. So my category. I didn't finish explaining what the category segment is. Categories. We guess what the category of article is. We're gonna get is if we land on it, we don't have to read any of the article. And
yeah, well, the one person doesn't have to. Like,
unless the article
conflates.
fulfills both categories that we pick. Then
dream.
neither of us have to read it. We pick the article and we leave it up to the audience to decide whether.
And
or
then
not
you
they're
guys
gonna
read it or make your own like audio podcast.
or you don't
of
have
this.
to do anything.
Yeah, like I mean, that's where I would land.
It's a free country. You can do whatever the fuck you want. We are centrist, red-pilled, manosphere adjacent podcasters. We are white, straight men.
Yeah,
last time I checked.
Oh yeah.
Hi-oh. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Happy Pride Month. Stonewall was not a peaceful protest. It was not a city-sanctioned, corporate-sponsored event. It was a violent uprising against police brutality, and it was started by a black trans woman whose name is escaping me because I am centrist, apolitical, and I am not that smart.
Well, I mean, yes,
So-
all those things.
My category this week is going to be political action. It's going to be some sort of
Okay.
political action.
All right, as an apolitical podcast, that is kind of
we can
a touchy
objectively
subject.
we can objectively cover political
Can we?
actions. Sure, absolutely.
All right, that's fine.
Without introducing our own biases, we can gleam and critically analyze the article and provide jolly infotainment without injecting our own personal viewpoints into it.
All right, well, I'm gonna go for trying to not read. So
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
pull the.
You look tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the old something like British.
British, eh?
Hey, yeah,
That's a classic.
it does work.
It worked once in your favor.
I fell asleep on that pod. Sean
Yeah,
was
because
here.
I was reading and you didn't
Yes.
have to read, so you
And
fell asleep.
your voice is very like
I have a calming, dulcet tones. I've
you
been
do.
told.
You really do. Like I could listen to
Yes.
you talk and fall asleep, but also still be like listening.
Get in line, pal. I
Yeah.
put lots of people to sleep. I'm a certified yapaholic. All I do is yap, yap, yap all day.
All right.
long,
Are you
no matter
picking
what.
the category? Are you picking
I'll pick it this time. I'm just punching in the old welcome to Wikipedia main page URL. I am clicking the tab open to click random, and Wikipod clicked random. We've got, hell yeah, we've got Euepicrius Queenslandicus.
That sounds like some kind of bug.
It's a mite.
Oh, there we go. We got a bug. Bug pod.
Are mites bugs?
Absolutely are bugs. Bugs, like, we're not talking about, like, bugs are all of the exoskeleton, like, land critters. Like a millipede is a bug.
Well, there's some mites that just live on the surface of other animals, like dust mites and shit.
Yeah, but they still have an exoskeleton.
Yeah, but
still
they're
have a-
not
they
they don't live on the land, though. They live on
Yeah,
the bodies of land-based creatures.
Anyway, yeah, but a mite is a bug. We're calling it, like, it's definitively a bug. Can you?
I
send me
might
that?
agree with you. I might agree with you.
Can you send me that link, please?
Absolutely. I'm clicking it through. There you go. Have fun reading that guy. Even though I read it already, you probably were ignoring how to correctly pronounce it. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Your Euepicrius Queenslandicus is a species of mite in the domain Eukaryota, kingdom Animalia, phylum Arthropoda. See, arthropod, that's a bug.
Nice.
Subphylum Chelicurica,
Sure.
class Arachnida,
Arakinda.
order Mesotigmata,
Ooh, stigmata.
Ooh, stigmata.
Hell yeah.
Family Ulugamisada,
That's fine.
genus Euepicrius,
Hey, you prick us. We prick you, pal. You don't prick us. We prick you.
and species Queenslandicus.
It's Queensland.
Queenslandicus.
That's fine. It's Queenslandicus.
All right. Well, we have all that stuff I just read, and now it's in.
What do you make of all that? It's Latin. What do you think of that?
There's a reason it's a dead language. That's all I have to say.
Dumb language.
Dumb language. All right,
Stupid
so
language
we got
died for a reason.
We've got a table. I'm going to
We got
let
a
you take the
table.
table because it's all the same things I mispronounced.
Well, that's fine. I'll run through it. So it's like a new experience for the listener.
Yep.
So we got Euepicrius, Queenslandicus, and scientific classification domain Eukaryota, kingdom Animalia, phylum Arthropoda, subphylum Chelicerata, class Arachnida, order Mesostigmata.
Stigmata.
Hell yeah. It's fucking hard, dude.
Yeah,
You ever get worried about getting stigmata?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's one of those things that you just worry about all the time.
Yeah, remember that movie Stigmata where that Fonda lady, one of the Fonda girls,
It was terrible.
It was. I remember liking it a lot.
Do you-
But it came out when I was like younger, and I was kind of like getting interested in religion, and so I was kind of fascinated by it.
I always thought it was some kind of like skin disease.
I
thought
most
you
of the
could-
time it's hoaxes.
I thought you could catch stigmata, like growing up.
Sure.
And I still stand by that.
Absolutely, sure. What do you think, Guy? Do you think Jesus Christ got nailed through the palm of his hand or through his wrist when he was crucified?
Through his wrist, probably.
Yeah. Or do
Gotta
you think
hold that shit up.
Do you think they lied and said he was on the T-shaped cross, or do you think it was one of those more common X's where his legs are spread apart?
You see, I'm just not even sure if he was even like
A real person?
Yeah, I mean, no, I think he's a real person, but I'm not sure he died on a cross. I think he died in India or something.
Well, that's blasphemous. First off,
Wait,
where's it? I've heard that.
Are we allowed to be blasphemous? Or?
Yeah, we can be blasphemous. It doesn't matter. I'm just
It's
pointing it out.
apolitical, though.
It's apolitical, and I'm just merely pointing out an objective reality that you just blasphemed our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Is
who
he
died
our
on
Lord?
He died on a cross and rose 3 days later and
went to
descended heaven.
India.
He died for your sins, and now you can actually enter the kingdom of heaven, even though you're a filthy sinner and your soul is dog shit.
Yeah, I understand. Like,
Yeah,
all
wait,
that.
wait.
It's just-
What I've heard that recently that Jesus faked his death and went to India. There's some cult that believes that.
yeah,
Which one is it? I don't remember.
I don't know the
remember
name of the
hearing that
cult. I believe, like, I don't know. I
I think
think
it's some sect of Hinduism. And
yeah,
I think
somebody.
I think it's specifically the sect of Hinduism that like was big in it got picked up heavy by all those weird proto-Nazi Europeans that became obsessed with Hindu culture and yoga and sort of like adopted a lot of Indian symbology into European occultism
Yeah,
and sort of
I watched-
informed the Nazi movement.
I watched a documentary on it, and my friend Brian, who doesn't listen to this pod,
Shout
but
out, Brian.
Brian is
Is this Brian Gorsigner?
no, another bleep, man. No, it's not.
The other Brian
It's a different.
that we mentioned before?
He's a.
Give me a G. Oh,
Oh.
give me an O. Oh, give me an R. Oh,
R-O.
give me an S.
Grow-
S. Give me an E. Oh, give me a G. Oh, give me an N.
But-
oh, give me an E. Oh,
Oh.
give me an R.
Oh.
What's that spell?
Oh.
Brian Gorsegner.
Anyway,
Are
my
you
buddy
gonna bleep
Brian.
all that?
No, probably not. I'm gonna probably bleep
Shout
parts
out-
of it.
Shout out, hopefully, listener Brian. It's going to be even funnier if he doesn't listen to this.
Yeah,
But
but
actually does tank his chances of winning city council.
yeah,
That'd be really bad because
these two idiots in Tom's River are supporting this guy for city council. There's like a whole smear campaign against him.
Yeah, they always like podcast about like fisting babies and like
We had a good one of that.
yeah,
That was-
they advocate like political assassination and sabotage and stuff like that. And even though they're an apolitical podcast.
Anyway,
somehow.
going back to my friend Brian, who showed me the documentary. He's a Hare Krishna priest.
Oh hell yeah!
And-
I know Brian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the one who told me about, showed me that documentary
Yes.
on Jesus being in India. So
Yeah,
I feel like Hare Krishnas might.
No, it's not the Hare Krishnas. Hare Krishnas aren't the ones that informed Nazism.
No,
not at all.
Not at all.
Shout out to the Hare Krishna cult. Y'all are definitely a cult. Y'all are definitely a cult. And you're on the level. Somewhat. Some of you are. Some of you aren't. Some of y'all are fucking gotta get like reined in a little bit. For the most part, shout out Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I mean,
There's a couple rotten apples, but
I like 108. They're a pretty good band.
What are some other good Christian core bands?
A Shelter.
No, they're bad.
What? You didn't like Shelter?
No, they suck. Are you kidding
No,
me?
they're fun. They had ska songs.
For who? Oh, they do have ska song. The ska song is good. Here we go again.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what's it called? So 108 is like probably the most popular Krishna core band, right?
That's not true. Cro-Mags.
Are they Krishna core?
Sure. Why not?
All right, cool. All right, anyway.
Shut down the Cro-Mags. That band, every iteration of that band was bad. Hot take. Hot hardcore take.
I don't know.
They were never good.
No, that's not true.
The world views the Cro-Mags through rose-colored glasses.
Listen, I mean, yes, were they like? Yeah, they're hardcore, and they're only they're hardcore because they weren't good enough to play metal. Sure, but
that's not true. They were technically proficient enough to play metal. They had some great players. They basically wrote metal songs. Like there's a lot of just straight up metal songs they have that are like pretty good for metal.
Alpha Omega is probably the best record.
Oh, which is the one that has the rapping where they rap about
Alpha
the trees.
Omega.
That's Alpha Omega.
Yeah, that's the record we like, right?
Yeah.
We're stands of that record.
I mean, it's no Limp Bizkit, but it's good.
Yeah,
we're stands of rap metal.
And that other one, what's the second record where Harley sings?
Oh, Best Wishes.
Best Wishes
sucks. Not good. Bad album.
What are you talking about? First song is really good.
Damaged is better, and you hate Damaged.
No, Damaged is not better. Damaged is
Mush by Leatherface is better.
What isn't? There isn't much better than Mush. Mm-hmm. That's like probably that's a top 5 record for me.
Y'all can take this and run with it. A good friend of the pod, who shall remain nameless, ha ha ha. But I'm only saying that because it's too clever. I can't admit that it's my joke, but he once said that Gorilla Biscuits Start Today is just Age of Quarrel for girls.
Cool.
Accurate, and I guess that makes me a girl.
All right.
Where was I?
Family.
Family.
Oh, family.
Olo. Gamma,
family. It's all about family.
Family.
Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious.
Yes. Ologamacidae. Genus is Euepicrius, and species is E. Queenslandicus. Binomial name is Euepicrius Queenslandicus.
Oh, this
Womersley, 1956. So this bitch was identified and named back in 1956 by some motherfucker named Womersley.
References, motherfuckers. This is the best.
Mm-hmm.
We got one reference. Euepicrius Queenslandis, GBIF retrieved.
Hey, GBIF.
GBIF.
God bless it's Friday.
Yeah. Oh, cool. 2020-1-23. This Ulamagamistae.
Why do you say oola? There's a one O.
Olagamistae.
It's not Ola. It's O-L-O.
Olagmanistae article is a stub. You can help Wikipedia by expanding it.
Listener, please do not expand it.
Don't do that. That's
There's no
bullshit.
point. This has got enough information on it. Where's this thing? I'm guessing this thing was
no picture either.
I'm guessing this thing was identified in Queensland, Australia. That's hence the name Queenslandicus.
I like that. That's a pretty. I
can
good
infer that. That's a good dose of critical analysis and
last
infotainment.
edited 5 months ago by it's a random person 767. Thank you, random person.
Random person 767. That screams AOL Instant Messenger.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, go for it.
Related articles, we got Euepicrius, genus of mites, Euepicrius brevicrius, species of mite, and Tyrannocothonius queenslandicus, species of pseudoscorpion. Ooh, a pseudoscorpion.
I wish we got that, but
Also,
none of them
yeah.
have pictures.
That name, Tyrannochthonius, that's fucking
That's
intense.
pretty hard.
It's intense. It's a very intense name.
That's a
I
band
like it.
name. We gotta make that a band name. I like
Tyrannochthonius.
It's-
That sounds like something like a Nazi would like name his dog. Tyrannochthonius, heel, Schnell,
Schnell.
Fuss.
Schnell. Mach schnell. Mach schnell.
Yes, absolutely. Shout down the Nazis. We hate Nazis on this podcast. That's an apolitical take. Y'all can take that to the bank.
The soup Nazi from Seinfeld.
Not really a Nazi though.
But like, still, he hasn't he's like probably the one and only.
Not a Nazi.
Not a Nazi. I'm not saying he's a Nazi, but you could use that in a sentence and not be talking about Nazis. So like,
Sure.
I just want to say,
Here's the
I like the
beautiful
soup
thing.
Nazi.
Folks, this is the beautiful thing about language, and also the dangerous thing about language is that it's fluid and it can be repurposed and contextualized and weaponized. Most importantly, remember that, listener. Language can be weaponized for good or for evil, or for completely futile and pointless things, much like this podcast,
Yeah.
right, Guy?
Sort of. You know You know how they're weaponizing language now?
How's that?
Eliminating it.
No, they ain't never gonna shut me up.
They're not going to shut you
They'll have
up.
to put a fucking bullet in my
But
fucking
like
brains to
they're
get me to
they're
stop
they're
talking.
making it harder and harder to talk about things. That's why you see all those stupid Instagram videos where instead of saying the word rape, they say grape because they know that the
Well, no, that's
censorship
just terms of service. Also, Instagram's a private company, and they're not actually a government institution.
I
I'm
know
more
that.
concerned. I'm less concerned about private companies policing speech than I am about political advocates being black bagged
Right.
off the street.
But
that's a much more concerning.
I agree with you there, but the little things
But-
you have to see the little things though.
the little things, they just don't go away. What shitty pop band did that song?
I don't know. That song sounds completely
Little
new. to me.
things,
Like I've never heard it
little
before.
things, they just
I never.
all the small
Well,
things.
True care,
Truth brings.
I don't know those lyrics.
Wiki pod. It's over.
Is it?
It's over.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
over. Listener, it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
This
for
is
you.
the end.
We are experiencing an end
The end.
of this podcast. All right, I'm PJ.
I'm Guy.
Go buy a gun. Bye. Love you.
Bye.